afternoon. My name is Dr. Cosentino. I'm the medical director with Empire Medical Training. And what we like to do is we have a training series. It's actually our aesthetic video training series, and it's available on our website. It's www.empiremedicaltraining.com. And if you go to, and it's actually available to anybody, so you don't have to be a graduate of an Empire Medical Training program. Just really anybody who's interested in learning more about aesthetics. And to get there, like I said, you go on the website, click on resources, scroll down to where it says Aesthetic Video Pearls. And we actually have articles there that are written by our staff. We have a staff of about 40 physicians that write for us on a regular basis. And we have lots and lots of videos that you're more than welcome to look at. Aesthetic training videos, videos about Botox and dermal fillers and lasers and mesotherapy and really a lot of different topics. And it just doesn't end with aesthetics. We also have that in anti-aging medicine and weight management medicine and pain management. So you're more than welcome to take a look at that. This video, I'd just like to talk a little bit about some of the training that we offer, specifically aesthetic training. All right, and I'd like to talk a little bit about the pathway that physicians take when they're thinking about getting into aesthetics now for the first time. Because aesthetics, the demand by physicians is very, very high. And part of the reason, of course, is because of the financial gains, the ease to learn the procedure, and of course the benefits to the patients. Patients really enjoy getting these procedures. They maybe not so much getting the procedures as much as the result that they get. So we're doing a good service. All right, we're getting paid, very generously for this. I think pretty much everybody's happy with, with aesthetics in general. But I'd like to talk a little bit about, again, the pathway that a lot of physicians take when they're getting into aesthetics, and a little bit about Empire Medical Training and I think why we're different and what separates us from, just another person offering training in aesthetics. For one, I think the best pathway to take when you're getting into aesthetics is to learn the injectables first. That would be specifically Botox, fillers, and mesotherapy, followed by facial aesthetics. And we all know, somewhat about Botox and fillers. All right, so, obviously you want to go to a program that has quite a bit of hands-on because you can only learn so much through a textbook or through somebody explaining it to you. So you want to actually get to a point where you're doing a lot of the hands-on. Okay, so start with the Botox and the fillers, all right, followed by facial aesthetics. Okay, or let me go next to mesotherapy. Then facial aesthetics would be next. Mesotherapy is another type of injectable, all right, and it's an injectable to treat fat. So anywhere that there's extra fat, this is not, you're not looking to treat obese patients, you're just looking to treat patients that have a little bit extra fat that they can't get rid of with diet and exercise. I think the perfect place, the perfect scenario is somebody that comes in and has fat underneath their chin. So as an example, what will happen a lot of times is I'll see somebody that comes in and wants to be treated with Botox on their forehead, and then maybe they'll point out the lines over here, the folds over there, and I'll treat that. And then I'll ask them, well, what about this fat underneath your chin? Would you like me to treat that? And a lot of times they're not even aware that there's an injectable treatment for that. They're thinking things like liposuction and things like that. So it's out there, it's really in demand, it's not a difficult thing to learn at all, and it's pretty profitable. I mean, typically you can charge, now you have to kind of check your area that you live in, but where we are here in Fort Lauderdale, we're charging about $300 for a submental procedure. All right, and then we can go over it in another video. We talk about the financial aspects of Botox and fillers. I just want to mention a little bit about mesotherapy because I think a lot of people know that already, and that's why this is the best pathway. Taking the Botox, followed by fillers, followed by mesotherapy, and then facial aesthetics. Okay, facial aesthetics talks about things or teaches you things specifically about the surface of the skin, treating patients that have hyperpigmentation, that have different types of rosacea and things like that. So it's a pretty good combination to add those four things, and you have a very broad array of treatment options that you can for them. I think I just like to talk a little bit about some of the things you should look for in a training program. All right, so when you've decided that you want to add aesthetics and you want to look for training in aesthetics, aesthetic training, what are some of the things that you should look for? I think one of the problems is that being that aesthetics is really not that difficult to learn. I mean, to become an expert in aesthetics is is one thing, but just to acquire the basics, it's not that difficult. So I would just, caution you to, not to decide on somebody who really doesn't have the experience in teaching, because you might be good at doing a Botox procedure, but, does that company have the resources to train? It takes more than just having some general knowledge in an area before you can, actually do the teaching. So I think some of the things you should look for in a company or in somebody that's offering training is, the experience, how long that they've been around. I think that's very, very important. Some other things that you should look for in an aesthetic training program really are going to be, what are you going to get in the training? Is this a hands-on program? How much hands-on experience are you going to get? What is the aftercare? Okay, as if we're a patient here. What is the support that you're going to get after? And a little bit about Empire Medical Training. The company has been around for close to 17 years. We're a full-time, training facility. So it's not like a part-time thing where we're a doctor's office on the side and we do a little bit of training as well. We have about 40 people on our staff, and that does not include the staff of physicians. We have a separate staff of physicians around the country of also about 40 people. But just the staff in our office is administrative people. We have writers. We have web designers. We have people that just take care of the manuals, people that update the manuals. So it's pretty involved, what we do to deliver a good program. But just getting back to some of the basics that you should look for, in an aesthetic training program, try to find a company that's been around for a while, a company that does, definitely does a lot of aesthetic training. The other thing I think that we're proud of, I think the other thing that also separates us is we spend quite a bit of time on these videos. This is just an example of one of the videos that we have, but when you go to the resources section of the Empire Medical Training website, we have so many free services that we offer our clients and the physicians and the nurses that attend, our programs that it's again, I'm proud of this service. It's videos, okay, videos that we send to anybody that we have their email address. So it's typically once a week, we'll send a 10 or a 15-minute video on how to inject Botox, on how to do a sclerotherapy treatment, how to do an epidural injection. Okay, it's weekly procedures, procedural training videos that we send you. And take a look at the resources section when you have an opportunity, because there's really a lot of free services that may even help you at this point as well. One of the most recent services that we have is a career placement opportunity, and we have a database of about 40,000 healthcare practitioners. And one of the common things that we're asked quite a bit is, it's a nurse looking for a job, okay, in a certain area. They live in Miami, Florida, and they're looking for a job opportunity, and vice versa. We have physicians that contact us all the time asking us for advice on how to hire somebody. So we have it's a free service. It's actually a matching program, and we basically match employees with employers. So that's you could take a look at that as well. That's on our Empire Medical Training website. Just look at resources, and so it's more than just aesthetic training. It's actually, we try to make ourselves as a very, very valuable resource for anybody who's getting into aesthetics, anybody who wants to learn, what they can in aesthetics, and anybody who wants to really take advantage of this opportunity and make it a good career and add some revenue into your practice. Anyway, we're going to continue as on a weekly basis, and again, you could find these videos on the resources section. And I think for now, that's really all I have as far as aesthetic training. If you have any questions, if you'd like to talk to myself, again, my name is Dr. Cosentino. If you had been to a program and you'd like to speak to one of our physicians just about some of the training that you got with him, feel free to contact us. We could put you in touch with that doctor. And our website is www.empiremedicaltraining.com. The phone number here is 954-525-4273. And that's all I have for now. Thank you.